Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Jade Empire Closed Fist walkthrough.
Are you? That is not.
I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight. What do you need? For your first match, we'll start you off against a mighty ogre. I'll be watching your style closely to see how you fare. Impress me, and I'll take you to the top. Even our great champions start out against the ogre. Take Raging Ox, who danced around the beast singing drunkenly to earn the crowd's favor, or the Ravager, who defeated him in a single blow. I should take a moment and explain the system we use here. I like to keep things simple and organized. Any other way, and things get more convoluted than the celestial court on the Emperor's birthday. When you're ready for your match, ask me about it, and I'll give you a quick summary of your opponent. I'll be setting up your matches, of course. Various enchantments woven in this place keep the fights from being deadly, but they're no less real. You'll feel the pain if you don't keep your defense up. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Okay, so obviously we are in the Imperial Arena. The next probably couple videos are all based in the arena and just kind of plowing through all of these arena fights. The arena, had I actually spoke to Kui just a little bit more, he describes that the arena is protected by certain wards that make it so that fighters can't actually die in here, which I find interesting. There's some ways around that apparently that we'll find out a little bit later. But the first match here is with the ogre. Nothing really impressive about the ogre. We've fought these before, so yeah, even on Grandmaster, that guy goes down pretty quick. But anyway, so on a few different occasions, you'll actually be able to intimidate Kui into giving you even more silver, which I will definitely take advantage of. Generally, it's toward the end of the division, so like I think actually your bronze division fight against Crimson Kana is the first time that you can do that. You know, I'll bring that up more when it actually happens, though.
That was an impressive beginning. Normally I'd have started you off against something easier, but you practically ooze potential. You've caught the eyes of the other fighters as well. Go ask them if you don't believe me.
That really was a fantastic bout.
Beating the ogre's nothing special. I could have done better bound and blinded.
Sometimes you don't even need to ask. One fight does not make a champion, though. There are many more opponents ahead of you. Let's move on, shall we? Be sure to return when you're ready to continue your climb through the... I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight. What do you need? Since you held your own against the ogre brute last time, I'm going to try something exciting for the crowd. I've got 4 boys from some school west of the city who've been bothering me for some tougher matches. I'm giving you all of them at once. It'll wow the crowd and teach them a lesson at the same time. Remember to watch your sides and back. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Okay, so I want to point out one thing. I would always recommend saving after every single fight. And only if you win, though, because there's actually a technique that you get for winning all of the arena battles and having no losses. So, again, normally when you would lose, Kui will just say, no big deal, we'll try that again. But again, you want to make sure that you don't lose.
One master.
4 students. All right. So, anyways, this is fight 2. This is just 4 students from. I think this is from the Black Leopard School. I can't tell. They kind of look like they might actually be. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if I can tell if these are indeed like some of the students that we actually fight. Because we'll go to the Black Leopard School later and actually beat up some of their students. But all right, so that's fight 2. That was nothing fancy either. That was pretty easy. I'll be completely honest. Most of the fights are easy. There's only 2 that really stand out to me as being difficult. And I'll definitely bring those up once we get a little bit closer, or right when we get to them, probably, because I don't remember which ones are which. But yeah, anyways, the first couple are actually pretty easy.
Those boys won't be back anytime soon. Losing as a group to one opponent would shame a peasant, let alone a student of the martial arts. Be sure. I want to. What? The crowd's starting to catch on to you. Have you noticed? People like you, and now I'm going to make sure they pay attention. I'm going to have a roughly hewn statue hauled into the ring. I want you to disconstructulate it. Destroy the statue quickly enough, and I'll give you a shot at hapless Han. Are you ready to get started? Excellent.
Okay, so this next fight is actually oh man, it's almost like a Mortal Kombat style. I think it was Mortal Kombat that did it. Maybe no, I'm thinking of probably Street Fighter. So Street Fighter always had like a car that you'd beat up, right? This is essentially that. This is Jade Empire's version of the car. This is the dragon statue. Now, it's actually useful to use focus mode because it slows down the time. And then if you notice here, it doesn't look like I'm doing anything. So I had to move to start on its side. And then here it looks like it's not doing any damage again. Still nothing there. Here's the other side. So yeah, again, just move around. If you start noticing it doesn't look like you're hitting anything, just move. And, and then keep swinging or start swinging again. That's actually a little annoying and kind of worrisome that it does that, but whatever. But yeah, good old school. Again, reminds me of Street Fighter and kicking the snot out of a car. But all right, anyways, we'll head back and chat with Kui, and he can give us money or experience, or I don't know what we get for each one of these. Maybe a little bit of both. We'll see.
Excellent work. You have bested time itself in destroying that statue. No mean feat, I assure you. Be sure to return when you're ready to continue.
Yeah, it is both experience and a little silver. And that was enough, apparently, to level up. So I'm just going to spread my points out, as I usually do here. And then we'll continue on.
I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight. What do you need? I think you're ready to face hapless Han. Show me you're ready for the big time, and I'll make sure you don't have to dance with the children anymore. Are you ready to get started? Excellent.
Okay, so this looks like Hapless Han. I'll be completely honest. He doesn't. I don't really know why he's. Well, I shouldn't say that. So his whole deal is that he just can't ever break out of whatever spot that he's in. Which, yeah, I don't even know what this is. Like a qualifying round or something. Anyways, his deal is he just likes to learn.
Leave the qualifying division as Raging Dragon faces Hapless Han.
I like his face is all beat up looking too. But yeah, anyways, his deal is he just likes he learns from his defeats, which hey, that's great. Good on you, buddy. Here I think is when I might have equipped. Yeah, I did. So maybe I was expecting after this match to be able to intimidate Kui out of some more money. We'll see here, but and then hopefully I can actually see what my intimidation is. It should be pretty good by now. But yeah. So that's Hapless Han. That's I mean, he's pathetically easy. I think he's got what is it? I always think, is it White Demon? I don't know. It's the slower but apparently extremely damaging attack style, you know, for whatever that means. I've never actually used it.
You dealt with Han very well. I knew you would. All of our professional fighters move past him eventually.
Kui, that will be enough. I bring you a message from my employer, Kailan the Serpent. He is impressed with how far you have come in such a short while. The Serpent wants you to know that he is watching your progress very closely. He is most interested to see how you fare in the Bronze Division. Kui, you may breathe again. That is all I had to say.
Well, that was good, I think. He has a distinct interest in the proceedings here. He is an ex-champion, you see. He retired some time ago, even before Raging Ox, who was the champion before the Ravager. Kailan couldn't leave the arena alone, though. He has become a very important man here with the help of a group called the Guild. Lucky Cho is a thug, pure and simple, but he's very good at what he does. He's also a member of the Guild and reports directly to Kailan. Kailan oversees things here in the arena, and the Guild ensures that the authorities leave us in peace. The Guild is the organization that controls all of the betting in this place. That gives them considerable sway. It is good that they are happy with your progress. Between us, the Guild is also involved in more illicit activities. They are very sensitive about remaining an open secret. Many know about them, but few acknowledge that fact. Right now is a particularly dangerous time, as one of the leaders of the Guild has recently been inhumed. Kailan sees this as an opportunity. Do not discuss them openly. The Guild has many ears. You may ask some of the others in the arena about them if you wish, but I would not bring it up to just anyone. You are strong, but they are many and work in shadows. For the sake of your career, I suggest that you limit any questions you have to your fellow fighters.
Well done! That fight was much better than this wine. With all the pure water pouring from the palace, you'd think they might have learned how to make wine that didn't taste like goat piss.
Black Whirlwind, that is you. Are you back to...
No, just here visiting, and making sure nothing happens to your newest fighter.
So you won't be...
No, leave it alone, Kui. You know better than to bring this up. Just mind your business, promoter, and I'll mind mine.
He you travel in curious company. Regardless, when you're ready, come talk to me again and we'll discuss your next match. I know him, yes, but I know better than to contravigate his wishes. If you want to talk about it, ask him. I'm staying out of it. What do you need? Do not be gone too long. Kana may well rise to become the Silver Division champion while you're away.
Are you ready to go? You said that we needed to deal with Shang, and I don't want to leave the matter too long. That is not really necessary. Very well, but
Uktatasir ni Ryoki, ka sisayir na. Uksir watawafu ni yefroto usosawir, Uktatasir ni Ryoki. Wokanaru wasawir tatasi ni wasunir prawum, wasawir kokonatoi. Wonowiri fuwiro wasafno sisitu. Kwawir ni sisiyir sisitu kun wano sisitu nig on wipifi. Kwawir uyu itarir noka sisayir na workut. Wonisir wir nokataku na fifir. Woyo wir Shakespeare woso.
Many people try to break into the Bronze Division and fail miserably. You should be proud of yourself.
You deserve it. It was an honor to face you.
Crimson Kana is the champion of this round. You'll have to face her eventually. Be ready when you do. Now that you have qualified for the Bronze Division, your challenges will be more difficult, but you'll earn greater rewards. I want the very abacuses of heaven to rattle with the name Raging Dragon, so I've prepared something memorable. The guards rounded up a group of subhuman things around the Great Southern Forest. We're going to release them into the ring in groups for you. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Okay, so Lucky Cho pops up there to deliver a message from Kai Lan, and saying something like, "I'm watching you, and you're whatever, you've caught my eye," some such nonsense. And then kind of Black Rowan kind of pops up and doesn't really say much, but just sort of a hint that maybe something's going on with him, and Kui obviously knows him, so again, something going on there.
These monsters crave the flesh of man.
Okay, so this is our fight against the cannibals. Probably a good idea to go for this guy first, and if you notice there, I think he's using Tempest, which is what paralyzed me there. I think, anyway. I could be wrong on that, but anyways, yeah, take him out first. He's a jerk. But anyways, yeah. So Lucky Cho, again pops up. Tells us that Kai Lan is kind of watching out for us, or is watching our ascent through the ranks, and then you can talk to Kui a little bit about the guild. So it's interesting. The guild is kind of basically runs the arena in some fashion or another. Kai Lan, as it will become more obvious later, you know, kind of works with the guild, but he also kind of does his own thing, and that annoys the guild to some extent. And again, that'll be a bit more obvious later, especially towards the end of our Imperial Arena career. But yeah, again, that'll be spelled out a bit better as we go. But alright, anyways, let's head back here and speak with Kui once again, collect our winnings.
That was a good start to the Bronze Division. Those beasts are far stronger than they look. For your next fight, what do you need? Next, you're going to step into what we call the Pit of Pain. It's not the most original name, I'll admit, but that's 500 years of tradition for you. The arena floor will be set up with ancient magical devices. They will attempt to fry you to a crisp, much to the crowd's delight. Your job is to stay on your feet for the course of the match while they fling deadly projectiles your way. I'd suggest dodging, but that's just me. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Okay, so here is our next. I don't really know if we should consider this a fight, but challenge. How about challenge? That makes more sense. Called the Pit of Pain. Now, the Pit of Pain is brutal. I actually lost this, I think, twice. So I had to reload my game and redo it. It's actually pretty brutal on Grandmaster. You take a ton of damage, and if you get frozen by there's some kind of like ice balls that freeze you. It can spell death.
The Pit of Pain. Only the quick survive its fiery embrace.
Okay, so obviously stay away from the center. It randomly, I don't know, a bunch of spikes come flying out. And there, I just, I totally ate that one. Focus mode can actually help with this. We'll see if I actually end up activating it or not, but avoid the ice balls at all costs. So obviously those are the blue colored whatevers. And there, yeah, that could have got real bad again there too. I don't think there's really a safe spot because these things kind of know where you're standing. So there we go. There's a good use of focus. I could have used way more focus. Wow, I had a ton left there at the end. The only thing with focus though is it does slow down time, and you know, the idea is to run the timer out. So it's really it's not that useful to just hold it down the whole time, but it is good for you know, if you know there's like multiple projectiles coming at you and you need to get out of dodge extremely quickly, then it's pretty useful. And as always, you know, heal yourself if you do take any damage. But again, I think that was my third attempt right there. So obviously I cut out all of the fails, because who wants to see that? I certainly don't.
Fantastic! A test of speed passed with exceptional celery. Now
Your sudden and polite silences are always appreciated, Kui. I have a message for Raging Dragon. Kylon the Serpent has, as promised, been watching you intently. You have impressed him so far, and he is interested to see how you fare in your next match. The Serpent foresees your victory in the next match, and he has backed his prediction with silver. He sincerely hopes that his faith in your skills was not misplaced. That is all. If you will excuse me, I have some people who need to be spoken to.
well, I'm certain that won't be a problem for you. Did you have a question for me? Do not be gone too long. I want to hear... What? Yes, your next fight. There's been a bit of a change in plans. Not that it will affect you too much, of course. It's all part of the traditions of the arena, you see. I have word that you're going to be facing a fighter especially chosen from the guild, you see. As soon as you're ready, you'll be facing him instead of a normal match. I was originally thinking that you'd done well enough to face Crimson Kana for the Bronze Division Championship. Things change when the guild's involved, though. The guild's the organization that controls the betting here. That's not all, though. Kailan the Serpent has a lot of influence here as well. I have to bow to certain pressures. I don't like it that much, but smart men don't voice that opinion too loudly. Not around here. I'm certain it will be a small thing. Best to just finish it now. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Okay, so that is our second visit from Lucky Cho, who informs us that Kailan is, very interested in, well, again, watching us and blah, 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 who cares, whatever. But probably more importantly that he has put money on this fight. So I actually don't know if it matters at all if you lose or not, but that would be interesting. I don't think I've ever actually tried to lose this fight just to see kind of what would happen or if anything else would happen. But anyways, here we've got some dialogue from him.
Many of you are asking yourselves why the serpent would return to the ring. Am I not retired? Yes. Does that mean I do not care about your entertainment? No. You've all seen the fury and the intense focus of Raging Dragon in the ring. Now, it's time to put these abilities to the test. And so, the serpent gives you a real spectacle. Have your silver handy to place your wagers. I give you evil and terror incarnate.
All right, apparently Kailan's idea of evil and terror incarnate is a toad demon, which I'm not that impressed by. They can be, they can be jerks, but generally stay behind them is the best way to go about killing toad demons, and obviously use focus mode. I do notice there's some goofiness with their hitboxes though, and oftentimes when I'm in focus mode, I'll end up kind of like passing through the toad demons, which I find extremely annoying, but it actually didn't look like it happened that time, so I don't know if I just got lucky or what the deal was, but anyways, all right, I'm about out of time, so once we go back here, we'll just get our experience updates, and Kui will probably talk about how awesome we are, but anyways, I'm about out of time, so as always, hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.
That was an exceptional fight. I haven't seen demons in the ring before. No one questions your skills. That is why you were allowed to fight that beast. I'm convinced that you deserve a shot at Crimson Kana. Your victory has sealed the deal. That reminds me, I was asked to instruct you to talk with Lucky Cho before your next match. He didn't say, and when I asked, he gave me that glare of his. Go, speak with him now. The sooner you do, the sooner I can return you to the ring.